Alright, we're going to start out in standard mode. Turn on my air-conditioned seat. You'll notice in here that all the acronyms are on. DCA, LDP, BSI. It's Distance Control Assist, Lane Departure Prevention, Blind Spot Intervention. At any time you want to be aggressive or sporty, you can shut those off right here. Quick release. It's off, it's on. It's off, now all the warnings are on. Front collision warning, lane departure warning, blind spot warning. That button's over here. When the light is on, then the warning is on. I like to leave them on, but now I'm going to turn on the DCA and all that. Once again, we're just in drive. Mode selector, standard. Near infinite number of ratios on the CVT, no shift. It's just a rush of power that keeps on going. Here we go. This is the 2013 JX front wheel drive. The other one we have in the showroom is all-wheel drive. And the thing about the intelligent all-wheel drive is, we're going to stop here, is it's $1,100 more. The only penalty is 1 mile per gallon less on the highway. And you use intelligent all-wheel drive even in the dry. When I launch off this light here, it's going to put up to 50% of the power to the rear. Also, when you go around corners, it's applying power to the rear. You don't even know it's happening. It just does it. It's intelligent. All-wheel drive just does it. You don't set anything. Also, when you're under braking, the intelligent all-wheel drive is going to be a little more stable. Now, if you're not using it, and it doesn't want to use the intelligent all-wheel drive, it acts as a front-wheel drive vehicle. So for $1,100 over the life of the vehicle, I'm saying go with the all-wheel drive, personally. Now, if you're just going from Starbucks to your home and you don't drive aggressive or ever go into the rain or anything like this, then front-wheel drive's fine also. So what we're going to do here is we're going to feel the CVT. Near infinite number of ratios. There we go. Keeps going, keeps going, keeps going. I barely let off the throttle there. Now, also, 3.5 liter V6, 265 horsepower, 248 foot-pounds of torque. Got a little incident up here. Now what I'm going to do is put it into sport, but I think you're going to see that there's plenty. Now we've got our, you feel the pushback on the vehicle. That was the DCA, Distance Control Assist, hitting. So now I'm going to be aggressive. I'm going to shut that off. I'm in sport mode. Lane departure. Here we go. So plenty quick to move around. Turn it back on. Turn all my safety features on. Also manual mode. Okay, M4, 3, 2, 1. First gear, first shift ratio segment, because there's no gears. Anytime you don't feel aggressive, throw it back into drive. You can do all this on the fly, you're not going to hurt the vehicle. Alright, here we go. Now, I have my distance control assist on, and you're going to notice a little white car that comes up here. And this isn't really something that I feel someone driving the vehicle needs to know about, that little white car up there, because you should really just drive the vehicle and be eyes up and you apply your own brakes. But what happens is you're going to notice it's locked in on this car, and my foot is off the gas, and you can feel pushback. It's braking. The vehicle is braking right now. And I'll come in behind him. It's completely braking. I'm not touching the pedals. I'm still not touching the pedals.
That's amazing.
Okay.
So it does brake.
It will. And yes, if that car would stop in front of me, this vehicle would have completely stopped. Okay, and then at 1.5 seconds later, it will free the system, it'll beep and start rolling. At that time, hopefully we're awake and we have our foot on the brake at that time. And at any time, you for whatever reason, you want those systems off, I touch the button, boom, they're gone. You can even go into your intelligent display, go through the different pages, and you can uncheck some of those features so that they don't come on. Yes. So there's many ways to set the vehicle up for your liking. So I need to get out of here because we're in a 25 mile an hour. Oh, keep going straight. All right. but you'll notice even in this mode, I go back to standard, it just drops the RPMs, and it's just so calm and quiet and smooth. You don't have to worry about your coffee spilling.
I think right on this one is smoother than the FX35.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Good. I know that they even put springs inside the rear struts to help balance around a corner and ride comfort for the folks in the back. So sometimes on these narrow roads, if it was like really narrow, the parked cars, if you have your DCA on, the radar will sense those and you'll feel pushback. You just turn it off and wait till you get to a road that's not an issue. I love, that's one of my favorite buttons right here, the on off. Make a left here?
We'll go right.
Oh, okay. And then go back.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. Alright. Here. Now we're in standard mode. I'll get on the gas. Just in standard. This is regular standard 265 horsepower. It just keeps going. Keeps going. So no shift. Just keeps going. While other vehicles are shifting, they go above their power band, they shift and drop their RPMs and build back up. They're losing time. We're moving forward. That's the beauty. That's why we can do more with less. Meaning horsepower and torque. It's all about how you put it to the ground. So it was very aggressive there in standard mode. Now it's very calm and quiet. Of course, the road is a little chunky, so that's where you're getting a little bit of road noise. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I'll put it in sport mode. Hold on. Shift. Then I let off. Safety first. Back to some. See, you can feel where I was in sport and I just switched it to standard mode and it just dropped the RPMs and the whole car just was even smoother. Brake pedal pressure feel is very nice, and when you get on the brakes hard, which I'm not going to do now, but when you do get on the brakes, it stays relatively flat, has electronic brake distribution, and can apply more brake bias to the rear if needed, depending on your load. So it has everything you need. I just recommend with all these safety features that you continue to still drive the vehicle. They're there to help you if you have a lapse of concentration or make a mistake. Not a for sure thing. Just like backup camera. You still use your eyes, but you glance down to look at it, make sure there's not a kid coming by or a walker, or in this town when you start to pull out, and that gives the person coming down the aisle, just go ahead and accelerate as fast as they can. And that's why we have our backup collision intervention, which will literally light up the segment, then beep at you, and then apply brakes. It's not a for sure thing, you're not going to hit them, but it will give you pushback and warnings that there's something moving and it's time to get on the brakes. So once again, if you don't like that feature, you can shut it off just with a push of a button. And for customers that aren't used to the CVT transmission where it's near infinite number ratios, doesn't shift, you can just put it into sport mode and they'll be more familiar with the shift points that they're used to. I'm sure there'll be someone in the family that's going to like it in standard mode, and there's someone in the family that may like it in the super aggressive manual mode. Many different personalities. Systems off. There you have it. And you can even change the views. Right side, front, and super wide does the same for the rear. And I even, like when I go to the Ralph's grocery store and I'm parking in my spot, I actually use this 360 view, bird's eye, round view they call it, to make sure that my nose isn't sticking over the line so that when someone parks in front of me, it doesn't, you know, give them the excuse to run into my vehicle. Because I like to keep my vehicle sheet metal as clean as possible. And the paperwork's horrible, so I'll keep it clean. USB port in here. By the way, these, I have the air-conditioned, actually, seats. It's not just a fan that's blowing up that's evaporating my sweat to make me think I'm cooler. It's literally cold air that's being pushed up through the seat. And or you can heat, but I'm usually using the cool.
So the back seat has heated too, right?
Yes, here. Yeah, and you can control that.
Row, right.
Yes. Yes, and there are vents in the third row also.
Always.
Any questions? Everybody good?
I'm good.
Nice.
I was just listening, you know, there is a lot for me to learn.
Yes. There's,
and I will.
yeah, there's a lot of information. But everybody's been very pleased with it, and it just drives really nice. You have your blind spot warning, which we didn't do.
Right.
If there's a vehicle back there, this will turn yellow. If you put your blinker on, that will beep and blink at you. If you continue to turn in to that vehicle, brakes will be applied to the other side, and you'll feel a little nudge that pulls the vehicle to the right a little. And all to help wake you up to drive the vehicle. Now, where should I take this for the folks to clean it?
Just go straight up.
Okay. But it just needs some little touch-ups. The manager said that they would do it. You want to go through here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just go straight up.
Oh, keep going. All right.
That'll do it. Thanks for the ride.
All right.
Let me just